All right, it's early, but I'm telling you right now, the Washington Commanders have a very bright future. And that number 2 pick, that Jayden Daniels, he's better than Caleb Williams, who went number 1. I'm telling you right now, and I'm not just saying that because it's 2 picks in. I'm saying that because he looks good. All right, he looks like, dare I say it, everybody's comparing Caleb Williams to who? Patrick Mahomes. Jayden Daniels looks a lot like who? Lamar Jackson. He's not getting that comparison very much. Why? Because Jayden Daniels is a better thrower of the football. He has more precision. He has more accuracy. He does not run the ball as well as Lamar, but he looks like him in the pocket, doesn't he? He looks like him. He's slender like Lamar was when he came into the league. He's got elite speed just like Lamar had, maybe not as athletic as Lamar. The difference is he is a polished passer. He played in the SEC. He played at LSU, so he had to become a polished passer in order to do it. Hey, if you are not familiar with this channel, we love talking football. We've had quite a few Commanders videos now, and we love and think that they have something special going on in Washington, whether it's this year, whether it's next year. You have a quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. Get used to it. Be excited about it. You might not know how it feels to say, we really do. We have a quarterback. All right, I'm telling you right now, some people pass the eye test. Some people pass the sniff test. And even though there's been some ups and some downs, you absolutely have a quarterback, but that's not all we're going to talk about in this video. I'm going to talk about the really good news that you had coming from your running back, Brian Robinson Jr., and why this offense is working. 7 field goals. The one area the Commanders struggled in this game was finishing with touchdowns, which is the one area you wouldn't think that they would struggle, right? When everything gets tight in the red zone, what you think is a huge advantage is a mobile quarterback. And why do you think that? Because it is. Because he can extend plays. He can change the dynamic of things. You have 2 players who can be a running back. Like, it just makes the offense so much more multiple down there, which helps a ton. But that's not exactly what happened. All right, now let's look at this offense. It is so much better already than it was under Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy was pass happy. It didn't matter if his quarterback was throwing more interceptions than touchdowns. It didn't matter what that looked like. Didn't matter if it was second year, first year. He was saying, go, throw the ball. Just throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it. That works when you have Patrick Mahomes. That doesn't work when you have a young Sam Howell. That would not work when you have a young Jayden Daniels. I'll tell you when it does work, though. I'll tell you what does work, though, is running the football. And I'm going to get to a quote here in a second from Brian Robinson Jr., but when you look at this box score, here's what I love about it. 29 pass attempts. All right? 29 pass attempts. Sure, 5 sacks, so he dropped back 34 times. And honestly, he dropped back more, but those turned into runs. 35 run attempts. And what else I love about these run attempts? It's 17 carries for Brian Robinson Jr. It's 8 for Austin Ekeler. Let Austin Ekeler get his touches in the passing game. All right, give him 5 to 10 carries a game. Let Brian Robinson get 15 to 20 carries a game. That's how you need to play it. I love Brian Robinson. I think he has the ability to be a top 5 running back in this league, and I think by the end of the year, if they continue to give him the usage that he's getting right now, he could be top 5 in the NFL in rushing yards as well. He has power. He has speed. He has enough shiftiness. He is the running back that can make it work, and he knows it. We all know it. And here's what he had to say coming off the game. It was kind of a shot at Bieniemy, who, quite frankly, didn't get him working. All right, and then we're going to talk about why this isn't surprising with Cliff Kingsbury as the OC. He said, it's been a while since I got 17 carries in one game. 2, so I appreciate all the love from my coaches, and I expect to keep building off of that. Basically what he was saying, and if you look at Brian Robinson even last year, when he got the rock, he produces. Like, that is who he is. You can't doubt any of that. When he gets the ball, he absolutely produces. All right? So here's what we need to look at with him. When you see who he is, you realize he's very similar to what James Conner was, except better. All right? When there was a lead back for Cliff Kingsbury in Arizona, what people seem to forget is that you think Cliff Kingsbury, spread it out, utilize a mobile quarterback, utilize that arm talent, throw, right? That's what he is going to be. No, Cliff Kingsbury also is a guy who loves to start and produce in the running game as well. And you think with this spread offense, it's going to be, it's going to be Austin Eckler, right? It's going to be a running back who can get out for a pass. He can do a run. He can do all this kind of stuff, kind of like little scat back type of situation. No, that is not what he has favored throughout his career. That's not what he's favored. He has favored the running back who you can give the ball between the tackles that's going to produce, that's going to pop a run every once in a while, that's going to break tackles, because he knows you need to wear a defense down in the trenches as well. If you get a defensive line tired, that is going to help your mobile quarterback. It's only going to help. If you have safeties that are coming up to help defend the run, that's only going to help your quarterback. That's only going to help your passing game. He knows that. You have an offensive coordinator who is good enough to understand that. I think the other thing when watching this game, it's very interesting. If you listen to Giants fans, all right, who cares about Giants fans? Remember, with this channel, we're not really about the massive big markets. We're not talking about the Giants. We're not talking about those big massive teams, the Cowboys. Get them out of here, right? We like talking about the Commanders. We like talking about the Texans. We like talking about teams that aren't just stuck in the national media every single week because we want some love for them. Obviously, we love the Lions, right? Our first channel was Sports Talk Detroit, but we love talking ball too. And when you look at this box score, what it tells me is that you dominated the time of possession. You dominated in yardage. You had great spread between run and pass. It was really, really nice to see because you have a defense that at times will struggle this year. You will. That's okay. Like, you have a defense that is going to struggle this year at times. And so if you can have an offense that is a balanced offense that can win the time of possession. All right. By the way, in this game, you were at 37 and a half minutes to 22 and a half minutes. That is dominating time of possession. That's what you should be doing. You should be wearing out a team. And you can make the argument, the Giants didn't have a kicker. If the Giants had a kicker, this would have been a totally different game. Maybe they could have won it. No, I'm going to make the argument that you went up and down the field all game long. There are some names on that defense for the Giants now. All right, that is a respectable defense. And you went up and down the field on that team all day long. Now it's just about learning to come together, to gel together, to put the finishing touches on those drives. This game was 21-0. It could have very easily been 21-18. It could have been very easily 38-21. Let's say they had their kicker. This could have been an absolute domination if you just finished on half of those. Let's say you finish 7 of those drives with a touchdown. Now you're looking at 3 touchdowns, 4 field goals. All right, that's 33 points? Let's say you finish 4 of those 7 drives with a touchdown. Now all of a sudden you're looking at 28 points plus 9. You're looking at 37. Like, that is more of what I would expect to see when you move the ball like this up and down the field. Something closer to that 30 mark. This is something that will get it done. Man, oh man, how exciting is it right now to be a Washington fan? I mean, like, this has to be about the most excited you've been in years, knowing that the future of the franchise is here. It seems like you have a good coach in Quinn who understands how to run a team, but a good offensive mind that is kind of that new age offensive mind to do it, and a guy that didn't run a team necessarily well, so maybe he'll be around for a while. Really exciting. Hopefully he can grow and build with Jayden Daniels. All right. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. See ya.